lifesteal.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
He does need to not get killed by the smoke, though.
Yeah. Oh, the smoke gets revealed, and OD does not react at all.
Yeah.
And
Well, Gyro certainly reacted. You saw him turn he turned right around.
Yeah. OD does have a force staff. I think he just was kind of just caught off guard because normally if you have a force staff and your smoke gets popped, you find the guy, you force staff in, and they're going for this again. And like I said, these wards are doing work from Weaver.
Yeah.
Along with Bounty Hunter Track, they get to choose the engagement they want. They do get the tower, and I think they're going to look to try to get out cleanly. And they do. So that was a success for Bottom Up Gamers.
Yep. Very well played by Weaver, to be honest. I really don't think they could have taken much of a fight there. They kind of have to... We saw in that last fight that Bottom Up Gamers really brought the fight to them, and they just capitalized on it. So this time Bottom Up Gamers play some objective Dota and get some buildings. Visage Familiar is actually on the left side of the map right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're probably waiting for the lane to push out, and then they'll help the split push.
Yep. I do think Visage, we see he's got that mask cloak now.
Mm-hmm.
I still think he's playing a little bit far forward. I don't want to harp on the guy. I respect all Visage players. The hero's not fun. Or, the hero's not easy. Yeah. He's very fun, but...
And Bounty Hunter's waiting for... Ooh. He knows that there's an Observer Ward here, and it's just going to be instant.
Does he want it?
Maybe.
Gonna gank it? Bam. Kill secured. We see a Chilling Touch popped mid and then immediately pretty much dropped by everybody just for some creeps.
I'm not so sure about it because also if you're attacking towers with the Chilling Touch, you don't lose the stacks, but there is a 15 attack speed debuff, so you are breaking towers slower because of the Chilling Touch.
Yeah. There's a gem on AA.
I think that's a pretty wise pickup. Although, it will help them win the fight and clean up the Bounty Hunter if they don't immediately see it. But if they lose that gem, they're going to lose so much map control. Which is always the danger of buying control. Oh, here we go. DK pops his BKB. This is going to be big. This is a huge call down. Gyrocopter pops his BKB. Big Venom ult. And I think they're going to clean up the pop. Oh, it's not getting out of this, is he? Oh, they're trying to. Oh, he points out.
Tower is under attack.
And because of Pop causing this chaos, the rest of Bottom Up Gamers is coming back. We have. Man, this puck is doing work. I can't even follow him. But looks like Killua's is chasing him down. I'm just gonna see if he finds him later on. Yep.
Finally.
Killua's picks him up, but this isolates half the team. Ooh, DK just takes a big ult. And AA ult is back up. This fight has gone on for so long. Bristleback goes down. That's a track kill. And in the end, 2 for 3, 2 track kills for Killua's.
And a tower. Visage does take that tower top with his familiars.
Wait,
so well played by him.
Is that well played? Wouldn't you rather have those birds in the fight?
Again, I really don't want to slight anybody. I do feel bad because I feel like I'm picking on you, Higwis, but maybe I'm just throwing this out there. Sometimes you kind of sit back and think, I'm not controlling my familiars well. Let's just let's have them face somewhere.
Oh, CM whiffs the Frost Nova, and OD just picks him up there.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would have liked to see, obviously, once the birds had that tower, just resummon them because it was up. But I mean, hey, it did work out for them. They did get the tower, so.
And yeah, I probably would have screwed it up too. So anyway, this game is action packed. I think this is probably the best game I've watched in RD2L. To be honest. This game is very slap happy. Yeah. That's for sure. Dude, these are the games I like to watch.
Yeah, the birds are going
not so much to play, but I like to watch.
Yeah, these games can be very frustrating to play because it's very swingy. Mm-hmm. And see, there's the Vortex. Vortex doing work.
Gem doing work right here. Took out an Observer Ward. AA managed to not to die. Oh man.
Yep, mid lane.
Here we go. Venomance is dead. BKB
They get the
popped
Venom.
on,
Oh, off.
BKB popped on OD. BKB popped on Gyrocopter. Are they gonna get dim sum? Probably not. I say you ignore him. You get the pop. Bristle Bag is track. You don't go after. Oh! Visage picks him up with the Soul Assumption. And 3 for nothing. I think all track kills too. Maybe not the Venomancer, but...
Yep. And
really
meanwhile,
good
this
fight.
it's just... Actually, they're kind of sitting bottom right now, but... Yeah, that was a very good fight. They killed the
Visage
Venom before
Birds.
even
Are you
got
gonna
his
lose it? Are you gonna lose him?
Oh, that's unfortunate. They killed Veno right before he could actually cast anything, so as a result, that's so much damage removed.
Yep.
And that's kind of,
Again, it's just these BKBs. We called that on the beginning, how they needed to draft BKB carriers, and this is why.
yeah. One thing that bottom-up gamers can do is attempt to force out the BKB. Maybe have Puck blink in, immediately throw an orb out and jaunt, and maybe even coil, see if you can force out BKBs, and if you do, you just leave.
Yeah,
If you don't, you just leave. But, like, right now, these BKBs are just... There's still enough time left on them. DK is still at 7. Gyros is at 7. Bounty Hunters
DK picks up an AC.
Bounty Hunters is at 8. They're very careful about how they're using these BKBs, and as a result,
Yeah.
bottom-up gamers can't really fight right now.
Especially since Bottom Up Gamers is a 5-man oriented team. They are a team fight oriented lineup, so the only times that Weaver to Weaver have to actually pop the BKB is during team fights, because those are the only engagements that they're going to run into, other than that wacky haste ruined OD picking off the CM.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going for a cold feet. Did A manage to keep the gem, so he's been doing a good job staying alive.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going to happen here. We have a hasted bounty hunter. He knows that there's no detection here because the wards aren't auto-attacking him. Birds are spotted, and they have to use their stone form immediately, and this may be a loss of 2 birds unless there's a resummon. And
No. This is a loss of 2 birds. There's not even a question here. Or unless... Yeah, there it is. Okay.
there was no resummon. Actually, they're down for another 140 seconds, and they might see this as an opening, but they have. But Leave to Weaver hasn't been fighting with birds anyway, so
Yeah.
and they've been losing those team fights, so maybe not. Desolator finished on the Bounty Hunter. Not sure when that was. Gyrocopter, yeah, Gyrocopter did pick up that Yasha, like you said, giving him some even more farming potential. I don't particularly like Manta style, but maybe it'll.
Yeah, I think he'll just leave it as flat Yasha. And that AC on DK is also helping out a lot with their armor for what little right click that Gamers does have.
Yeah. But AC does add so much damage onto their side, because it does reduce, give a damage debuff aura, and it looks like they're looking to fight. DK does have his level 16 ult, and OD is separated from the pack. They might go on somebody here.
Yeah, OD's actually really out of position.
Ooh, this is a dead OD, and I don't know about this fight. I think he retreat, and they're trying to retreat, but track makes it so difficult, especially with DK debuff. And they're gonna lose the gem as well. This is looking really bad.
CM does get shattered, and
Bottom Up Gamers.
so will Visage, but yeah, just like we see the power of just not only these, these BKB carriers, but also these supports are actually dealing a ton of damage. Visage CM, they do have pretty damaging nukes, and OD was just really out of position there.
Yeah, I'm surprised he went back in. I think if you're isolated over here, you need to rejoin your team in that situation, unless he thought that the team was going to engage, and then maybe you can get flanked. But you just aren't going to get flanks with Bounty Hunter around, just because the vision he provides with tracks is just so valuable. It's let Leave It to Weaver get so many engagements under their terms. Let's look at the graphs. Okay, Gold has just tipped over to Weaver's side, and Experience has been there long ago, which is kind of weird because you expect with a Bounty Hunter, Gold to be there first. But
yeah, they didn't actually have the best of starts, unfortunately, but they're starting to catch up now, especially with these farming items on the Gyro, and he does finish his Manta, but...
start to catch up. They've been caught up and well on their way.
Well, they're now caught up now, yeah.
Well on their way to finishing this game off, I think.
I'm a little surprised that Gyro is not actually stacking Ancients right now, using his Helm of the Dominator, but...
Yeah, I mean, there's been so much going on. I don't blame him for losing track of things like that.
I mean, he hasn't even dominated a creep though, so
Although the supports, could help
yeah, we don't
in
do
that
that.
endeavor.
No.
uh, uh, Another thing is, this is a lineup that we kind of like to run too, with the DK and the Gyro, or sometimes DK and the Luna, because both of those heroes can take out ancient stacks fairly well.
Yeah.
So
I do have to say this. Visage is going for an Ags, and I really disagree with it this game, to be honest. He's just not making effective use of those birds right now.
Yeah. Although he can just split push with them, and it'll be a lot more effective. And this is kind of the downside of Bottom Up Gamers lineup, is because although they've been losing team fights, they really have no choice but to team fight, because that's where their lineup is strongest.
They do have a lot. They have 2 sheeps now.
Oh,
There's one.
Here we go. OD brings out DK with the DKB. This is gonna be. I think this is gonna be bad for them. Puck is gonna. They take out Gyrocopter immediately, and if Puck can extract himself from this fight, this will be a win. But there's fighting going on elsewhere. Oh, Gyro buys back. Puck lives with a little bit of HP. Bounty Hunter picks up the AA. OD's gonna get hit by it. Oh, ooh, good play from Puck there to just destroy the rocket, but Bristlecrack's gonna take the fall. And they lose 3 for 2 and a buyback.
Yeah, Jaro actually timed his BKB perfectly and dodged the OD ult right when it came down. That was well played by him. He was waiting for it.
You think he was waiting for it? Or...
Well, because OD was running away. In the instant that OD turned around, he immediately popped it.
I see.
He used the turn right there. So very well played by him. Very good buyback by him.
Yeah.
Really turned that fight around. And that was a very good jump by Bottom Up Gamers, but now they're in trouble.
That's the issue, is that they got Gyrocopter, but I mean there's still a DK. I almost would aim for the DK. Like I said, DK is just so hard to kill. It's hard to make that decision. But they're going for the DK now, and OD might pay for this. Party Platypus, good force staff away, good banish to keep himself alive. And we see a Bristle buyback, and maybe this is over except with Cold Feet Proxy. They lose the DK, and Visage is a very dead Visage.
He does buy out. He even bought a TP scroll to make sure he had absolutely no unreliable gold left.
Good play. And the good thing Gyro didn't die there for a Weaver, because his buyback is down.
OD's hungry bottom.
Oof. His favorite meal looks to be birds.
Yep.
This bird is a fucking cannibal.
Well, the good news is that familiars are no longer targetable by Arcane Orb because they are completely magic immune now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forgot about that change. So they're completely magic immune.
Ooh, so they don't one-shot pop anymore?
Top tower is
nope.
under attack.
But at Roche...
This is a really optimistic Roche attempt.
Yeah, this bounty hunter's just as optimistic.
Yeah, but he's making it happen with that Desolator.
Yeah.
And they lose to Venomancer. Here comes big bad OD. He's gonna try to take out Stigs.
Oh, and the team of birds. Oh, those birds are helping!
There goes those birds! The birds take out the OD. And DK, oh man, DK is going so slow, but he's also slowing them down. This track is giving them some move speed. Oh, BH loses his life and gives away 1,100 gold. But they clean up the team entirely. Well, they leave. Did OD buy back there? He did, right?
Yes, he did.
He died earlier.
AA actually got all the gold from that kill on bounty, so.
Well, unfortunate, but maybe he's not even going for the egg, so.
He's nowhere close if he is. But
looks like they're going to take a Roche out of this.
Yeah, and Visage has his eggs now, so now these birds are actually very deadly. If they just sit on AA is not going to be able to survive in a fight. Same with Veno.
Has fallen to the dire.
And they're going to give the eggs to, the Aegis to DK.
Yeah, and I think they would prefer to give it to Gyro, but he's kind of indisposed at the moment, so.
Yeah. This bounty hunter's doing work for their team. I mean, he's just been moving around. Like I said, that this game was pretty much going to be up to Gyro. I mean, not Gyro, DK and Bounty to bring back, and they did. Brought it back in a big way.
Yeah, they definitely took the role of Atlas this game and carried the world.